It was naive on his part to think that being a vice president is powerful. It's not. If anything, he was castrated because as commander defense forces, you have power. You're probably the second most powerful person in the country after the president, because the president is the president and commander in chief of the defense forces, and you are commander defense forces. The vice president is not vice president and deputy commander in chief of the defense forces. He's not. So the commander in chief has and reports directly to the president and does not have to ask anybody. He does not have to go through the minister. Though there's a minister on top of them, it's courteous of him to go to the minister. That's how powerful the commander defense forces is. And he let a more powerful position and went for a weaker position. He is naive. He was misguided. He was misinformed to think that when you're vice president, you'll be president. You serve at the mercy of the president. You are appointed by the president, and the president can fire you anytime. He has no political capital at all. He has no. Secondly, he's not a kingmaker. He was not the kingmaker for that. Sorry to say, was not. I was heavily involved in that. You've got to understand that the vice president and the former first lady, Grace Mugabe, come from the same village. They've got the same totem. They're like brother and sister. When they meet, Makadini and Zads, Makadini Tete. Did you know that? No, you see, it's really a facade more than anything else. If you also track back to his history in the struggle, it's not as decorated as it. I'm sure Comrade Mchangwa has been very clear to say some of these people went to the struggle because they had committed crimes, so they were running away. They said there was this and that. The real people who really fought in the struggle, the ordinary war veteran, doesn't talk about what they did and so forth. So to me,
Good evening, Zimbabwe. Welcome to another episode of Kerina Live. My name is Kerina Mojati, your favorite comrade sister. I hope you have all had a good ending to the week on this Friday night, and we are looking forward to a blessed weekend. This is just a little take on what is happening in Zimbabwe. We woke up to audios going around about Temba Mliswa, whereby he's denigrating Mukanya Chiwenga. Temba Mliswa is showing very much hate towards Mukanya Chiwenga and denigrating his office of the vice presidency. But nonetheless, some of us, we are not shocked, we are not amused by Temba Mliswa, because everybody should be asking yourself, why is it a person who is not even ZANU-PF so much concerned about what is happening in Zimbabwe, in ZANU-PF politics, and also somebody who is not even in opposition so concerned about what is going on within ZANU-PF? Temba Mliswa is just an Emerson Mnangagwa mouthpiece. Emerson Mnangagwa is well known for this kind of silly shenanigans. Emerson Mnangagwa, he doesn't know that what he thinks that he is trying to do is intelligence or whatever. Some of his tactics are outdated, and I have to tell you this. Temba Mliswa, what you are doing, there's nothing that we have not seen from Emerson Mnangagwa under the sun. As us living Zimbabweans, we can testify that we know that whatever you are doing, it is Emerson Mnangagwa's hand in it. And I can even tell you this, you know, sometimes power corrupts, so that you become so blind to even forget to take a look at yourself. In leadership, everybody deserves to have a self check how their leadership is going. Are they good? Are they fit for purpose? Are the people who they are leading, are they happy with their type of leadership? Nonetheless, Emerson Mnangagwa is not such a leader. He lacks those skills, so we are not going to expect much. Mliswa, we know that you've got so many children that needs to be looked after. We know you've got a very big responsibility. What you should understand is that Zimbabwe is bigger than just your children. The people of Zimbabwe's needs must come first before you put the needs of your children first. This is one thing you should try to keep at the front and the back of the mind. And also, I want you to remember that at some point, your children might be faced with a life whereby you are no longer there to fend for them. Are the people going to empathize with your children? Are the people of Zimbabwe, even those who will be then in government, will they empathize in their situation, or to say Temba was once a politician? You need to think about those children. There's a life and a future after Emmerson Mnangagwa. Emmerson Mnangagwa, we all know that he is a moving dead carcass. We cannot see Emmerson Mnangagwa living beyond the 5 years. Emmerson Mnangagwa is now living on pesetas. His heart is failing him. He's got other health ailments. You must remember that Emmerson Mnangagwa's children, they are more elderly now. They are all grown up. Though he's got those little ones who he's trying to steal from. But remember, you've got your own children who you should put and consider what will they become when yourself, Temba, you are gone. Sometimes as parents, we don't need to be carried away. This is politics. And the politics is about the people of Zimbabwe. It's about saving the people of Zimbabwe, not just to save your household, your father's household, your sister. The more you open your mouth, Temba Mliswa, the more you are becoming so irritating, irrelevant, and just a noisemaker. You might use all the denigrating words towards Chiwenga. You might call him names. You might call him very naive, gullible, akapusa. If I say to you, Temba Mliswa, can you define kupusa kwa Chiwenga? I'm pretty sure you won't be able to define how Chiwenga wakapusa. You tell me that somebody who gave up his education at Mount St. Mary's, went in the bushes, sacrificed his young life, fighting for this Zimbabwe. He came back, he saved his nation, he became a general, the same general who gave Emmerson Mnangagwa this power he is now abusing. To use you, Temba Mliswa, to be denigrating Chiwenga. Is that person munakapusa Temba Mliswa? Emmerson Mnangagwa might have assigned you to go on this about Chiwenga, but the unfortunate thing, unknown to yourself, Emmerson Mnangagwa, is that Emmerson Mnangagwa is just exposing how ungrateful, greedy, self-centered he is. As for Chiwenga, your aim is to condition the people of Zimbabwe that Chiwenga is useless as an ashtray on a motorbike. Chiwenga is an evil man. You have tried everything. You have tried to use Mary Mbaiwa to poison Chiwenga, to kill him, to kill Chiwenga. And then you tried, the same Emmerson Mnangagwa, tried to use Mary Mbaiwa as a victim of Chiwenga. We also through that. You have tried to kill Chiwenga. Him, Emmerson Mnangagwa, has tried to kill Chiwenga, even through the Bulawayo bombings. He has tried so many times, even on privately, some of the cases, so many times he has tried to attempt to finish off Chiwenga. But he is failing to understand that all those things are failing. There is only one man, Adam, the man who was created by God. Have you ever asked yourself, Temba, why God did not give Adam money? Have you ever asked yourself why Adam was blessed with everything, but God chose not to give Adam money? If you can answer that question, I'm sure you'll become a better man. Temba Mliswa. And then when we want to look at things, in our own history of Zimbabwe, there was Chaminuka, there was Kaguvi, there was Tekruma Pondera. Why is it the gods, the spirits of our nation Zimbabwe, when they saw that all those Chaminuka, Kaguvi, Mapondera, why is it they were never given that leading role like Neanda Nyakasikana? Why is it that role was placed upon a woman? You need to answer me these questions. If you can answer and understand why God never gave Adam money, and why in our own Zimbabwe we had men who were equally great spirit mediums, but they chose Neanda Nyakasikana. Why? Money is the root of all evil. When you have sold who you are, Temba, you have lost yourself, you have lost your senses. But do not think that this hate campaign you are carrying out to recruit fellow Zimbabweans who are suffering. A person living in Zimbabwe doesn't need to be convinced by you, Temba Mliswa, how good or bad Chiwenga is. Emerson Mnangagwa is determined to destroy the liberation history, especially that of Zanla, of the Zanla armed wing. And Chiwenga is the last man standing right now for Zanla. Emerson Mnangagwa wants to destroy the party ZANU-PF. Emerson Mnangagwa wants to destroy even our own security forces, as he is using money to buy men and women. We are all seeing that. We are not all sleeping dogs. We are watching. We are following. As of myself and many other people, we are not going to be distracted by this. We will never be emotional like the way you are when you are talking about all this, your nonsense. Because we've got more work to do ahead of us. And we are not going to allow people like you, Temba Mliswa, to distract us. We are going to make sure that the people of Zimbabwe will see through who Emerson Mnangagwa. A person in Zimbabwe, in the rural areas of Zimbabwe, who doesn't even know a light bulb, who doesn't know what tap water is, 45 years after independence. A person living in the cities of Zimbabwe, they have to resort to boreholes, community boreholes. They can't even flush their toilets. They've got no water coming through their water taps. There are no jobs. People are surviving on handouts. Every day is a challenge. People in Zimbabwe are living on a prayer. Each day, they live to see another day on a prayer. As nothing is guaranteed for the children of Zimbabwe. No matter what Emerson Mnangagwa is going to use you to come out and attack Chiwenga, we know that it's Emerson Mnangagwa who is telling you what to say. We do not care. Some of us have got so many things we can rubbish Emerson Mnangagwa. And we are not even scared of him, because when we speak of it, every Zimbabwean will be agreeable to say that is exactly who Emerson Mnangagwa is. But this trajectory you have taken and you think you are going to win Temba Mliswa, it's unfortunate that you have lost relevance, respect. As people of Zimbabwe, they know who Mkanya Chiwenga is. Tell your Emerson Mnangagwa to say that he is the master of creating parallel structures in government. He's got his own precab ministers and everything. He's got his own parliament at precab. He's got his own parallel ministers and everything at precab. The same parallel structures for ZANU-PF. He's got his own ZANU-PF parallel structures at precab. The same as in the security services. That's why he's now using money to destroy the highest institute in our nation, which is supposed to safeguard the interest of Zimbabwe. He wants to buy them so that they can protect and safeguard his interests. We are looking, we are watching. So never think that people, they don't know who Chiwenga is. Iwewe watu wakangwara na Emerson, murugiti enenyika. Iwewe na Emerson wako makangwara, murugiti enenyika. What have you done for the people of Zimbabwe? Nothing. Munhu onotorota kapusa. The same man who gave that coward called Emerson Mnangagwa the power he is now abusing to denigrate him. Kana Mkanya Chiwenga kapusa, why does the Emerson Mnangagwa go away and leave Mkanya Chiwenga as acting president? When you are attacking Mkanya Chiwenga that he is a useless VP, you are equally saying that Emerson Mnangagwa is a useless president, like what we are telling every Zimbabwe, that Emerson Mnangagwa is a very, very useless president of Zimbabwe. And the fact that there is no spokesman within the government, within the party, who is coming out to condemn you. We know who your boss is. Remember, Mugabe, we had people like Kudzichipanga, Mandichimene. They used to be like you. And even on Mnangagwa's side, we had people like Matema Danda, Maia, Mutrangwa coming out and talking like you, thinking that they will condition people. But remember, tables will turn. And the people of Zimbabwe, they don't care whether the Chiwenga is nice or is not nice, is a coward, Jagapusa Kaita say. They would rather stick with the Munagapusa, but speaking the same language with them. Emerson Mnangagwa will not try. He is dreaming. Those ones wrote. Our constitution will never be molested by Emerson Mnangagwa. He might have been a champion at molesting women, but not our constitution. We are going to give it our all as a nation. Those working on the ground, those lawyers, us on social media, we are going to make sure that every Zimbabwean understands how important it is to safeguard jealously our constitution from abuse by Emerson Mnangagwa. And again today, I want to remind every Zimbabwean, those who are free, to tune in to attend next week on Tuesday the 28th, whereby Tendai BT, Job Sikala, Gary Vume, Munyaradzi, Izidu Gwisai, and others. They are there. They are going to speak to you about the importance of why we should protect our constitution jealously, the impact it's going to have on us as a nation, in our region, and in Africa as a whole, and how we are going to be viewed on the international scene. So, Temba Mliswa, thanks for trying. Zimbabweans, they don't need to be educated by you who is a good man and who is not a good man. In Zimbabwe currently, we only have a few good men. The rest are rotten. So, you can only try to tell that maybe to Varakash. But as of those Zimbabweans who are faced with challenges brought upon by Emerson Mnangagwa, no one is empathetic to Emerson Mnangagwa. People, they want Emerson Mnangagwa to be relieved of his duties as soon as possible. If you think you are saying all these things to justify if Emerson Mnangagwa is planning to murder again Mkanya Chiwenga, or even if he wants to fire Mkanya Chiwenga, tell him to please himself. We are well aware of how stupid Emerson Mnangagwa is. He's not that smart, he's not that very clever. We know that he's the architect who is sending you whatever to say. And he's the one who is championing for 2030. But 2030 is not feasible. It's just a fallacy. So carry on cloud cuckoo as you keep on hallucinating in your delusional mind to say that you are going to break Chiwenga. You will not break Chiwenga. The same God who is looking after every innocent suffering Zimbabwe will also protect Chiwenga, guide Chiwenga with his wings away from you people, the evil people. This is my message to you, Temba Mliswa. Carry on. We are watching. Your time will come and we shall make sure that we'll take you to the cleaners. So, a very pleasant Friday evening, Zimbabwe. Let's catch up on another episode of Carrying Alive. Good night.